What up, YouTube? Today we're going to be watching 6 most disturbing things caught on police body cam footage by Chilling Scares. I think this is going to be good, guys. I love y'all, and let's get straight to it.
Tennessee's 2nd Avenue and woke up nearby residents with the sound of a robotic digital female voice coming from his RV, warning everyone around the vehicle to evacuate the area. Soon, the female voice repeatedly mentioned that the RV was going to detonate, and a little after 6 a.m. the voice became more and more insistent, announcing that the vehicle would detonate in 15 minutes. In the body cam footage that was later released by the authorities, a group of Nashville police officers can be seen walking around the downtown area, urging any stragglers to evacuate for their own safety.
So you're not doing anything wrong, okay? You're not in trouble, but there is something serious happening down the road.
Go for a
Wait, so they're just not going to try to, like, what? They just, all they can do is evacuate everybody? That's crazy, dude. What the fuck?
Do you mind going down to 2nd and
Where they need to go when they are evacuating?
They gonna get, like, the bomb?
That's like some out of a movie. Like, Purge? Yeah.
Aren't they a little too fucking close? Like, is that really has a bomb in it?
The robotic voice and its
That's
ominous
crazy.
warnings give the whole scene an extremely eerie vibe, like, as the police officer mentioned, something out of the movie The Purge. Strangely, the RV also broadcasted snippets of the 1964 hit song Downtown by Petula Clark, which is a song about how if you're ever feeling sad or lonely, you should go downtown and you'll feel better in the hustle and bustle of the city. Unfortunately, the robotic voice wasn't bluffing, and just 15 minutes later, the RV detonated near the
No
AT&T
way.
building, causing damage to more than 50 buildings and even collapsing
Holy
a few of them with its massive blast.
Holy shit, bro! It damaged 50 buildings and collapsed one? What the
In the
fuck?
aftermath of the incident, the cops can be seen assessing the damage and moving nearby pedestrians to safety through body cam.
Bro, they were just walking like, dude, they were just literally walking like 30, 40 feet away from it. They're so lucky it didn't explode what the fuck?
Footage that can only be described as apocalyptic.
Holy shit, dude.
Ethan 4.
You guys okay?
No, guys.
Where's your car? Okay, go to your car. What's going on?
217, myself and 215 are all going around.
Bro, look at the debris everywhere.
There may be ammo from that vehicle. We don't need anybody coming up the 2nd Avenue exposed.
You okay? Yeah, I'm good, man. I appreciate it.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Like, I'm so nervous now whenever I go out into public and I'm in big crowds or anything. Like, the fan festival, I went down in Miami with all the Colombian fans because it was Colombia versus Portugal. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like, I'm so paranoid. Like, you never know what is gonna happen in, like, public places nowadays.
Even though the explosive inside the RV was extremely powerful, the cops managed to evacuate most of the nearby residents, and thankfully nobody outside the RV lost their lives. Although 3 people were injured and had to be hospitalized after the vehicle incident, the only person who lost his life was Anthony Warner himself, who was still inside the vehicle at the time of the detonation.
Bro, look at this fucking guy. He looks crazy, dude. Look at them crazy eyes. Holy crap, dude. He just stayed in the thing. Like, what's the point?
After the incident, the authorities started digging deep into Anthony's past to figure out what could have caused him to do something so insane.
I
What
know.
they found was pretty disturbing. As it turned out, Warner was pretty much a paranoid loner obsessed with conspiracy theories about shape-shifting alien lizards that were trying to
Bro, stop. What the fuck, dude? He's paranoid about shape-shifting alien lizards, y'all. That's why he decided to fucking rig his trailer up with explosives and have a creepy robot voice warn everybody for like 30 minutes.
take over the world. It was also revealed that 16 months before the explosion, Warner's girlfriend had called the cops to report that Anthony had been building explosives inside the RV outside their home. Even more disturbingly, less than a week before Christmas, Warner's neighbor had reportedly asked him if Santa was going to bring him anything good for Christmas, to which Warner replied, "Oh yeah, Nashville and the world are never going to forget me." But despite the clear desire for attention, the cops never managed to truly figure out Warner's motive, and it was eventually concluded that he probably didn't want to hurt anyone, and that a fatal cancer diagnosis mixed with other factors had contributed to Warner's declining mental health.
Maybe he just wanted to commit suicide in there, you know? What
On
a
March
weird
9th,
choice.
2023, at around 12:30 p.m., an anonymous caller dialed 911 and told dispatchers that a man that had just run into a food market on Cleveland's Central Avenue was claiming that he had just been kidnapped. As soon as police arrived, they were able to talk to the alleged victim, and the jarring conversation was captured on one of the cops' body cams.
I went over there to fix his busted pipe for his washing machine.
Okay.
I was putting a water line for his ice for his refrigerator. And when I got downstairs,
zip
another
ties?
dude came out. They had guns on me and they robbed me. I mean, they tied me up. They had plastic laying on the ground.
Disturbingly, the zip
Bro, he has like 2 zip ties on him.
ties and duct tape that were used in the kidnapping can still be seen on the man's body as he explains what happened to him. As the victim mentions to the cops, the perpetrators forced him into his own van, robbed him, and then held him for ransom before he managed to escape.
So they put this on my face. They get me in my van and they bring me over here. They turn the location up on my phone. One of the guys is in back with me. And
Which way did the car go?
Holy fuck, they even turned the location off on his phone, bro. Like, you can't be safe anywhere, man. It's crazy. Like, I genuinely, it just blows my mind that people are like this, dude. Like, America is not safe at all, you know? Like, when I go to Colombia, I'm scared of, like, getting robbed or something, but, dude, in America, you never know, bro. You're just gonna get shot, kidnapped. It's the same in America as any other country, man. I don't know what is happening. And then that last guy, that dude was so crazy. Like, why didn't he just drive his van somewhere not public to commit suicide? Like, and what was up with that creepy, like, voice, dude? Like, this video is already blowing my mind, y'all. Already blowing my mind.
huh?
Where'd the car go?
It was parked this way, and I ran all the way down here to here. It was parked right over there.
You're parked in the 49. What kind of car was it?
It's my van.
As the cops later found out, the main perpetrator was 51-year-old Ahmed Johnson, whom the victim had been in federal prison with at some point
Look
in
at
his
this
life.
guy, dude.
After digging deeper into the case, they uncovered the whole story of the kidnapping.
Crazy eyes.
As the victim mentioned in the video, the kidnapper had hired him for a plumbing job, and when he arrived at the house in Cleveland's Buckeye Woodhill neighborhood, he was led downstairs where he would allegedly be shown the leaky pipe that he had to fix. Once downstairs, Ahmed led the victim to another room, where another man jumped out and held him at gunpoint. After stealing his phone and
Oh
Apple
my
Watch, the
God,
kidnappers
bro.
bound the victim and
It's like perfect because you're a friggin' plumber. Like, you gotta go down into people's basements all the time, dude. Oh my God, man. I never realized, like, dude, being a plumber is kind of a dangerous job. Like, damn, bro. I mean, I know you're going into people's houses, but you gotta go into their basements, bro. Like,
put him into the back of his own van. As the perpetrators drove the van towards the city's central neighborhood, they made the victim call a friend and bring around $15,000 to a nearby gas station in exchange for his return.
$15K?
But as the van slowed down, the victim somehow managed to jump out and ran down East 49th
Ooh,
Street.
smart.
Thinking quickly, the victim ran into a convenience store where he would be protected by the public eye, causing the suspects to drive off.
Nice.
2 weeks later, the cops managed to
Fuck
make an
those guys.
arrest, and Ahmed Johnson was charged in Cleveland court with aggravated kidnapping.
What a
As of
clown.
today, there have been no further updates to the case.
That's crazy, bro.
On September 9, 2019, an Albuquerque police
All those plumbers are gonna be on alert now. Like, bro, that I guarantee that made like every plumber in the whole area hella paranoid now. That's crazy, man. Poor plumbers.
department officers saw a young man performing a traffic stop on a gray Nissan SUV. Strangely, the man wasn't dressed like a police officer at all. In fact, he was dressed as an ordinary citizen in jeans, a black polo, and an Air Force cap as he wrote down the driver's information. Sensing that something was off, the officer pulled the man aside to talk to him, and from the beginning, the man seemed a little on edge.
You gotta talk to him for a minute.
I do.
What's going on? Let's just talk back here real quick. Who do you work for?
Early night trips office.
Oh, okay.
I know, I'm under equipped.
Okay. 'Cause
normally, dude, if we're out here, man, if we're making a traffic stop, you're just gonna have to stop, dude. Alright?
You're telling me this twink-looking fuck is pretending to be a police officer, dude? Like,
Do you have an ID with you?
And this is all I got. I mean, like I said, I'm under equipped. I was just heading over there to the courthouse.
It's like what?
bro, you're under-equipped. Bitch, you look like you're 130 pounds. Like, you're 18 years old. Like, what the fuck is this kid doing?
That's for what?
To get my crap.
Okay.
I know, it makes no sense. I caught him going 120 down I-40.
Okay. Why do you have
Oh.
lights on this vehicle?
Personal, I know.
Do you have an ID with you at all?
This guy's
No, I keep wearing my
crazy.
uniform.
The man claims that he was on his way to the courthouse when he pulled over the driver of the gray Nissan. Suspiciously, though, he claims he doesn't have any sort of identification on him because he allegedly left it inside his uniform. After a bit of
Yeah, okay.
questioning, the man says his name is Brendan Wazinski and confesses that he was using his personal vehicle to pull over civilians, but insists that he's been an officer of the law for 3 years.
I doubt it.
And I'm not here to mess with you, man. It's just the thing is, yeah, he was speeding, dude. You could have called it in, and because if you get into shooting, you're screwed.
Right.
All right, man.
I understand.
Alright.
Bro, you don't have handcuffs?
For starters,
He doesn't have handcuffs, he doesn't have a taser, he doesn't have shit. He's just a $130 soaking wet. Yeah, right, dude.
No, this looks really bad.
Right.
This looks really bad. This screams whacker.
Right. How long you been on?
About 3 years.
This screams whacker? Has anybody ever heard somebody say that before? I haven't.
Okay. I've been on for like 13 years. All right, so
After checking the database, the officer notices Brendan's name doesn't pop up on any nearby law enforcement agency's list, and at that point, his only option is to put the suspect in the back of his vehicle while
What
he waits
an
for his
idiot,
supervisor to
bro.
figure things out. Less than 5 minutes later, Brendan gets cold feet and confesses that he's not a real cop.
Oh, who would have guessed, bro? Who would have guessed?
what's up, man?
Alright. I'm just gonna be straight up honest with you. I'm not a cop.
Oh,
I'm just gonna be
That
honest.
badge from.
you are one dumb son of a
On-
bitch. Just-
Offline.
Okay. Do me a favor, stay in here, okay, for a second.
As soon as his supervisor arrives, the officer briefs him on the situation, and they decide to arrest Brendan for impersonating a police officer. After putting him in cuffs, the sheriff
my
arrives to
God,
assess the
dude.
situation.
Like, that's a
I
real
honestly
person.
don't know how long Brendan was expecting to be able to get away with pulling people over.
That's a
pretending
real
to be a
person,
cop,
y'all.
But it seems as though he was hoping to play vigilante with no consequences forever. Even though he didn't have a weapon in his belt at the time, it's not uncommon for people like Brendan to start using guns and handcuffs as intimidation tools once they get more comfortable and start thinking they can get away with it. Obviously, it's incredibly dangerous to have random people driving around the city pretending to be cops when they really have nothing to do with law enforcement at all, which is why the officers have no other choice but to bring him into the police station.
Dude, that's a bad crime.
After
too.
arriving at the station, the cops try to get Brendan's full statement, but the suspect contradicts himself a bunch and lies to try to get the officer's sympathy. Brendan says he was on his way to work when he saw a guy going 120 on the freeway and confesses that he freaked out when the cop asked him about his identity. Strangely, he alleges that the badge he used to fake his identity used to belong to his dad, who supposedly used to work with the sheriff's department before he was killed in the line of duty 5 or 6 years prior.
And then
What the fuck? Dude, this kid has got some serious mental problems. I mean, it takes mental problems to just impersonate a cop to begin with, especially with no weapons. And then to have, like, and I mean, I feel bad. Like, his dad died, he was a police officer, but why would you want to go around impersonating being a cop after that? Like, dude, just go try to be a regular cop. Like, what the fuck is he doing?
when I made contact with you, I noticed you had a badge. Where'd you get that badge from?
Belonged to my dad.
It belongs to your dad?
Or this kid's
Well,
just,
it did.
It did?
he's gone.
Is he still around, or did he pass away?
Well, he was killed.
Oh, he was killed, okay.
As it was later revealed, this was a complete lie, and the truth was that he bought the badge online as he had initially confessed when the cop interrogated him. It's hard to imagine that he thought he was going to get away with a lie like that when there was video evidence of him saying that he bought the badge online less than an hour ago. During the interview, it was also revealed that Brendan was only 18 years old, even though he said he was around 25 when the cop initially pulled him over. This makes the fact that he said he was married and needed to call his wife even more sketchy, and it's hard to
Bro.
tell which details of the story
Holy fuck, guys. This guy is like the biggest fucking the biggest, what do you call it? Chronic liars. Dude, what's the damn name? Dude, I'm having a brain fart right now. You know what I mean. Like, this guy is nuts, dude.
are true and which ones are completely made up. A few seconds later, things get a little scary when Brendan confesses that he had a loaded weapon in the glove compartment of the vehicle, which wasn't initially visible in the video. Considering he's a compulsive liar and an irresponsible teenager, it's pretty horrifying to imagine what he would have done with the handcuffs and gun had he been given the chance to play vigilante for a few more days or weeks or whatever.
Nutcase, dude.
In March 2020, a judge sentenced Brendan to a year of probation. But just a few weeks later, he failed to report to his probation officer, refused to get a psych exam, provided a false address, and missed a scheduled meeting.
What are you doing, dude?
As a result, the judge tightened his probation conditions, and as of today, there have been no further updates to the case.
What dude's fucking crazy, man. That's...
At around 8 p.m. on September 30th,
I don't know,
2021, 3 children ages 6, 6, and 7 were reported missing in the Flamingo Lake neighborhood in Montgomery, Texas. According to the parents, the kids had gone missing after they went into the Sam Houston.
Ooh, guys, I'm sorry, but this reminds me of this lady just recently died to an alligator. She was 31, had kids, like she was married. Dude, they went swimming. That she went 3 feet into the water, and she was with her. I think it was her boyfriend, and an alligator came up and bit her. And it took both of her arms off, and like the boyfriend tried to fight it off, and by the time he got it off, both her arms got bit off, and then she died on the ride to the hospital. This is just all over the news here in Florida. It's so sad, dude. Like, I don't ever trust water here, ever. Like, the people that even go kayaking down here are insane.
Forest and wandered off the main trail to go play in a creek. After the disappearance was announced to the public, the authorities launched a massive search that included helicopters, dogs, drones, off-road vehicles, and hundreds of police officers from multiple law enforcement agencies. The next morning, an anonymous Good Samaritan who was very familiar with the layout of the woods decided to take matters into his own hands and went into the national forest by himself to find the kids. At around 9 a.m. on September 31st, the man found the kids and called 911 to bring the children to safety, and the whole rescue was captured on Sergeant Jason Smith's Bodycam.
Come on, can y'all come to me? Come to me. Yeah, come to me. There's an opening right here. Come on, kids, come to me.
They wouldn't let me in over here last night, so I just took off around the back. I've been looking all night long.
Yes, sir. I have all
Jesus
3
is
children.
good, ain't he? Ain't Jesus good?
He is good. Kids, I'm the police. Are y'all ready to get out of the woods?
This guy
Come
found
on,
him.
buddy.
Let's get out of here. You got cheeseburgers in your car?
We're going to get something to eat. Okay?
Wait, did this guy find him, or
Hold
is
my
he
hand, we'll get out of here.
kidnapping him?
Even though the kids were found just a little over a mile away from where they entered the woods, they'd still been lost for over 24 hours, and pretty understandably they were hungry. As it was later revealed, the kids had spent the night in the forest, sheltering themselves under a fallen tree until the volunteer came to rescue them, which is why they had leaves and branches in their hair in the footage.
Here, let's pick this. Grab hold of that. There you go.
You're really strong.
Am I really strong?
I don't think
Lose your shoe?
Wow. Kids are lucky.
I got you.
Even though they had spent the night with minimum shelter and hadn't had anything to eat for 24 hours, the children still seemed to be in pretty good spirits as Sergeant Smith escorted them out of the woods. And toward the end of the video, he can be seen guiding them to the clearing where a bunch of cop cars sit waiting for them.
Thank you, fellas.
Why did they get
Y'all
up
got
there?
it? Come on, kids. Let's come out to the road.
I wonder where this is at.
Whoa, yeah. What? There you go, buddy. Look at you. You made it.
It's honestly pretty terrifying to think that if they hadn't been found then and there, the kids would have probably ended up succumbing to the elements.
Yeah.
But thankfully, they were able to get back home to their parents.
So lucky, dude.
On January 30th, 2017, New Mexico police received a disturbing call from a witness in Nevada who claimed he had seen a woman being taken out of her Las Vegas apartment by a man and put into a white van with a Texas license plate. After receiving the alert, the cops were able to locate the van in question less than 24 hours later and arrest the driver and passenger.
Dude, it's just crazy how many people are just out here kidnapping people, shooting people, murdering. Like, dude, like, you never know. One day you just might get kidnapped and wake up in somebody's basement. Like, honestly, people are terrifying. This is a big reason why everybody carries in America.
Once the suspects are out of the vehicle, the cops approach the white van, and that's when they find something incredibly disturbing.
Yeah. Put a camera on this thing. Got a camera. You need a...
Oh my God, thank you.
Okay. Is that it? Rolling? I got rolling. Okay, we're gonna get you out of here,
Holy
okay?
fuck, he's got chains on
I
him.
got pictures of her and I got pictures of the chains.
Holy shit, bro.
In the back of the vehicle, the cops find a woman named Jane who is chained to the floorboards of the van by the suspects, and as soon as the officers set her free, she gives them her disturbing testimony. According to the victim, the man who was driving the getaway van was her ex-boyfriend Jack, who broke into her apartment and took her. Even though she fought hard to escape, Jack was trained in mixed martial arts and was a lot heavier than her, and it didn't take him long to take her out of her home. Jane assumed it was her neighbors who saw the altercation and called the police, and it was thanks to that 911 call that the cops were able to rescue her. Once inside the police car, Jack doesn't seem all too distressed that he's about to be put away for a long time, and he can even be seen interacting pretty calmly with the officer driving the vehicle,
Why is he like
asking
smirking,
him if he has a
dude?
favorite hymn and singing the words to Amazing Grace as he's taken to jail.
What the fuck?
You got a favorite hymn?
What's that?
You got a favorite hymn?
No, I don't.
Why not?
I don't know. I've never been into them.
What the fuck?
What about you?
What about Amazing Grace? You like that one?
I'll take it.
Amazing Grace.
What, dude? Are you
As he
fucking
was later
kidding
revealed,
me?
Jack's accomplice
That dude is so nuts. Dude, I don't even have words for that. Like, are you kidding me right now? You're gonna sit here and sing Amazing Grace in the back of a fucking cop car after you just got caught kidnapping your girlfriend, chaining her in that fucking van? Like, what is going on right now, dude?
in the kidnapping was 19-year-old Samuel Brown. In the other cop car, Samuel asked the police officer to have a conversation with him, claiming that he's scared of everything that's happening.
Okay to talk? Is it okay to talk? Yeah. Anything. I'm just kind of scared. Okay. What are the police gonna ask me?
During the investigation, the police found that Jack and Samuel had planned to take Jane into a cave in New Mexico that Jack had dug into the side of a hill, where they would later brainwash her into marrying one of them, according to the police report.
Bro, fucking stop. Just stop. Please. Are we kidding me? Like, are you serious right now? What the fuck is wrong with these people, man?
After the horrifying incident, Jack was sentenced to life in prison, and Samuel to a little over 5 years in prison.
What?
It's
a little over 5 years in fucking prison, dude?
It's pretty disturbing to imagine where Jane would be if that 911 call hadn't been placed and the cops hadn't intervened.
Bro, lock that motherfucker up. Are you kidding me, dude? You're gonna go along with fucking... The other guy got 5 years? They dug out a fucking hole or whatever the fuck. They were gonna stick her in there and try to get him to marry her? So she was gonna basically be a fucking sex slave. Dude. I'm sorry, guys. I can't help but get pissed off and cuss this episode. Like, this is genuinely blowing my mind. I just can't, dude.
On April 8 of 2021, police officers from the city of Whitehall, Ohio, about 6 miles away from Columbus, received a report that a man was allegedly impersonating a police officer at a traffic stop. Upon arriving at the scene, they found a 26-year-old man named Casey Donovan Williams asleep in what appeared to be a Whitehall police cruiser. When he woke up, he told the cops that he was an off-duty cop working a special duty detail. At first, the officers bought his story, but when they were told there was no special duty assigned at that time, they returned to get the real story. And the exchange was captured on the cops' body cam.
But you have no ID from them,
No,
all right?
no.
And have you ever been sworn in by them?
I've talked to the chief.
No.
So
I'm
that's
asking
all we
you a
ask.
direct question. Have you been sworn in
Now,
by
it's
them?
very important you answer this correctly, because being a former police officer or someday a current police officer, you know if you lie in this situation, you go directly to jail.
No, I'm not.
So I'm going to
I'm
put
not,
that right
listen,
up.
I'm not.
So
trying,
if
I'm
you
not,
are telling me you are a police officer right now, is that what you're telling me?
No.
So you are not a commissioned police officer.
I have spoke with the chief.
That's not what I'm asking you.
Okay.
I'm asking you one question. Are you a commissioned police officer through the state of Ohio?
I have an OPUDA certificate.
That's not what I'm asking.
That's not what we're asking you.
I'm explaining to you.
No, you're not. You're not answering the question. You're avoiding the question. It's very simple. Are you a sworn police officer anywhere in the state of Ohio with any department?
Not currently.
Okay.
As soon as the cops start applying a bit of pressure, Casey confesses that he's not an actual commissioned police
dude.
officer,
What are
and when the
these
cops
idiots?
mention to him that he risks going to jail if he lies, he decides to call one of the officers who supposedly gave him the job to try to save himself from the consequences.
What the?
Okay. 1 second. Would you be willing to speak to the supervisor from the company?
From
Watchman.
From Watchman?
Yes.
Is he an actual police officer?
You are an actual police officer, correct? Okay. Yes, he is. Where are you commissioned at?
It doesn't matter. He's not here doing anything.
Yeah.
I don't care if he's the superintendent of the state highway patrol. That's irrelevant to the situation.
Even though he seems to have a pretty intricate series of excuses to justify his actions, the cops sense there's more to the story than Casey's letting on. After mentioning to the cops that he was just trying to make a little extra money by allegedly working for the Glenwood Police Department, he realizes his chances of getting out of an arrest are pretty slim, and that's when he resorts to asking the cops for mercy.
That's all I was trying to do. Please do not. I'm asking you for courtesy, man to man. Please do not ruin my career. Please.
I think you did that kind of on your own.
Throughout the exchange, it seems as if Casey either doesn't realize the severity of what he's doing, or he really thinks the cops are going to let him get away with showing a fake badge and even carrying a weapon while pretending to be an officer of the law. Still, things were about to get a whole lot worse for Casey, because after he was put in the real police officer's cruiser, the cops searched his vehicle and found a loaded AR-15 rifle, a tactical vest, a loaded handgun with 15 rounds of ammo, a taser, 2 pairs of handcuffs, and pepper spray. It's pretty disturbing to think of what could have happened if the cops hadn't arrested Casey then and there, because even though he didn't seem to have any bad intentions at first glance, Casey could have used the badge, vehicle, and weapon.
And first of all, look at that cringy ass vest that just says police. Like, anybody's gonna believe that.
Weapons for some pretty nefarious purposes if he wanted to, by simply convincing people he was a real police officer. From kidnapping to extortion and everything in between, a fake cop can be extremely dangerous. As it was later revealed, this wasn't the first time the suspect had gotten in trouble for trying to pull similar stunts. Although at one point he had been a corrections deputy at the Pickaway County Jail, he was forced to resign after trying to enforce his authority as an undercover cop at a fair when he hadn't been instructed to do so. After the incident in Whitehall, Casey was charged with impersonating a police officer, a 3rd-degree felony, and improper handling of a gun in a motor vehicle, a 4th-degree felony.
What a genius. Like, where do they fucking find these people, man? Anyway, guys, give Chilling Scares a like and a follow. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys. I appreciate every single one of my viewers, everybody who comments, all my subscribers. I love you guys so much. You know, I'm just starting out, and I appreciate all the views and everything, all the love y'all give me. I'm gonna download Outlast tonight. And I plan on streaming it, I think, and yeah, posting the video. It should be good. I think I'm gonna shit myself. Hey, you know, I think it's a great idea. So, love you guys. Have a blessed day, and yeah, peace.